Hey, how you guys doing today? My name is Malak. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit the sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Today we're going to be talking about Love at the Lockup Season 3, Episode 20. Lame sex or psycho. I'm not going to hold your ear for too long. Let's just jump right into it. First couple starting out the gate. Drum roll. Lyndsey and Scott talk about him reaching out to her ex and going through her things. He wants to know what her motives are. I kind of don't blame Scott, for basically trying to see where Lyndsey head is at. But I kind of do blame him. Like I kind of look at him like a weirdo. First off, you didn't text her ex. Text her ex on the whole social media network. Which don't do that. Don't do that ever to no woman. Is text her ex, who she dated 6 years ago. Again, Scott, she dated the man 6 years ago. Why would you want to know what she had 6 years ago? That just shows that it's something literally mentally wrong with you. Nah, Scott out here tripping. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you wanted to have them type of insecurity issues, you could have stayed to yourself. You didn't have to go hit somebody up who was in prison. Like she said, you was putting money on her books. She didn't even ask for it. So it's making you look like a plump fool. Let's go to the next couple. This couple, I can't stand these people. I ain't gonna lie. These two right here, we get on my nerves. Destiny and Shante. Destiny is out of the hospital. She's out of the ER. She's not pregnant, but has inflamed intestines. That sounds like that hurts. And I don't know what to say about that. I don't know how she get inflamed intestines. It sounds like something allegedly might be using to have inflamed intestines. I don't care what nobody tell me. I'm just saying what I think. That's my opinion. Next, she goes back to her family. She wants to break up. Well, not a breakup, but she wants to break from Sean, which technically that's like breaking up. Yeah. You want to break. You breaking up with the person. To me, honestly, a break is a breakup. That means you need time to yourself to think. And Sean is not trying to give it that time. Let's keep going. He lies about talking to Kelly 5 to 6 times a day. See, now I see why Destiny left. Sean talking to Kelly for 5 to 6 times a day. If y'all don't know who Kelly is the mother of Sean's 6 kids. And Destiny and Kelly had to meet up with Sean. It didn't go well. It went all the way left. Next, Sean a damn fool. Sean won't report fraud on his card because he wants Destiny to get by to a court date. But he's worried about his $50,000. Sean, you a plump fool for that. How you gonna not worry about your credit card, but worrying about the $50,000? I would be more worried about my credit card and my credit. You know what I'm saying? No telling how this girl running up your credit right now. She might be running your credit low. Using your, and especially if that credit card tapped into your credit, you ought to be a damn shame of yourself to sit up there letting her use that credit card. You're supposed to really use it wisely to keep 30 APR average or something like that a month on your credit card. Like, you don't supposed to spend it all and pay it all off or whatever you're doing with the credit card. You got to be real careful with a credit card. Thank Sean. Thank. Next couple. Let's move on. Shavel's consider being single. What? It won't work. It won't be that bad for you. That could work. Maybe you and Quayla need to be single for a little bit, and then come back as friends or whatever. Y'all gonna do that. I ain't in your business. But I like them though still. It's just what Quayla did really messed Shavel up. And her cousin D-Mark comes to the house, and D-Mark and Shavel's mother make her delete Quayla out of the phone. Which they was consistent on doing that. He was like, D-Mark told us straight up, look, man, I've been to prison before. I used that same game. I used to tell women all the time, yeah, I want to marry you. I'm gonna stay with you when I get out. And then now he said that lasts for 2 weeks. He said that lasts for 2 weeks. Straight up, but he kept it real though. D-Mark kept it all the way real. And he kept it real with Quaylen when he told him, he said, man, I don't even, he said, I think this is gonna last for 6 months, if that. So it's looking like D-Mark was right. It's looking like he was totally right. Because he's basically saying, I done that before, this type of game I run on women. He's basically was saying that on national TV. And I don't know if a lot of people caught it, but I'm like, man, this dude here, he blunt about it. He don't even care. You know, that makes me like his personality because he kept it real. I like people who keep it real. Don't be fake. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Mark for that one. You kept it real, my buddy. But next couple, Sara pops up on Michael to discuss custody of the kids. She wants full custody. He wants 50-50. I don't think, Michael, I don't think you're getting 50-50, my guy. I think you're going to get, a day out of the year, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of stuff going on which you did, and a day out of the year is gonna be good enough for you. That's about it. Because you did too much. You don't have a stable home for these kids. You know what I'm saying? You're in and out of jail. And I like Michael. Don't get it wrong. I like Sara too. But damn, y'all just be making me look at y'all like, I gotta figure it out for them two little girls. They beautiful as ever. Y'all gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold y'all here too long on them two. But I'm going to the next couple. Lamar and Andrea. I like this couple. I really do like them. Lamar daughters Shante meets Priscilla for the first time behind Andrea's back though. That's the catch, behind Andrea's back. Yeah, y'all know Andrea ain't going for it. She finna have a field day trip. She gonna start going crazy. Whatever she do, she gonna start throwing lettuce, carrots, tomatoes, and everything, you know, at Lamar. Maybe even a pot of pan or two. And then the next thing that's going on in this family, it's about Tennison. Tennison doesn't want to go away for 2 years to do missionary work. About time, Tennison. Stand up to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Stand up. You's a young adult. You supposed to do that. You supposed to stand up to her and tell her, look, Mom, I'm getting old. I'm choosing not to do that. She started worried about gangs, this and that. Obviously, Tennison is not the type to just be persuaded into joining the gang. The man look like he's a young adult. Like he's smart enough not to be around it. He don't even want to smoke marijuana. Like, dude was like, no. He just said no. You know, so let him choose his own decisions. He might want to go to the NFL, be an NBA player. He might want to go do something with computers. Let him go do something that he wants to do, that he loves to do. Because if you make him go to missionary for 2 years, he might not like it and might not even want to be a Mormon no more. You know, just being straight up, he might just want to say, you know what, I don't even want to be no Mormon no more. But questions. How will Andrea react when she learns that Lamar has been patching things up with his daughter, Shante? Next question. What do you think about Scott digging around on Lyndsey? Is he protecting himself? Next question. Is Tennessee right for wanting to stay with Priscilla instead of going on a mission for 2 years? Is Andrea wrong? I'm gonna bring up Sincerity. What's up, Sincerity? How you doing?
Hey everyone.
What you think about this Love at the Lockup season 3, episode 20?
Yeah, this is crazy. I haven't been able to watch your show. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. But
happy late Thanksgiving.
Yes, late Thanksgiving. But it seems like it's still going, the Tyson fights tonight. So people are still enjoying what they can. However, this season kind of went just as I expected. I think that, in my opinion, Quaylen, I'm sorry, and Shavel, I think they'll figure it out. I definitely do think they need time. I said this a long while ago, I think on Sherelle's live in the beginning, and Sherelle could not really understand it. And Perry was co-signing that. I think you as well. And I said, you know, maybe what I said was taken in the wrong way. This man was gone since he was 17 years old. You have to understand, he missed holidays on the outside. He missed stores closing down, new stores opening up. It's like a whole new world for Quaylen to come out and do that much time, to be 17 years old and come out and say, okay, I want to be a family. I want to be with this woman. I want to live my life. But then when you actually get settled and into it, it's kind of like, I don't know what I want to be. Is this what I want to be? He needs to really take time to really set himself back and figure out what he wants to be. Not, I think everyone has the right intentions and really wants to help him and loves him as far as his mother, his girlfriend, but getting a car and doing this, it's like kind of, he has to set the stones up himself. You know, when you deal with correctional officers 24/7, 7 days a week, if you notice with anyone on this show or at all from this show, I will say, I think I understand each and every one of them when they say they don't like someone hovering over them or feel like they keep calling them. They like their space because they feel like they just got away from all of that. Asking when to eat, sleep, poop. That's the lifestyle they came from. So like with Sean and Destiny, he's getting too much. He's hovering over her, and that's what I think on them too, but.
Daddy, right. But hey, now, how you doing?
Hi, Gia. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing blessed. I can't complain. You can't call it. But
thank God.
What did you watch? Love at the Lockup yesterday?
I did, yeah. And I just, generally speaking, it's so sad that all these people expect that when people come out of prison, they can still have some sort of control over them. And they can't. I mean, someone like Quaylen, and I agree with his sincerity, he needs time to grow up. He's been in prison since he was a child, which means he needs time to learn how to be a man, is how I feel. And for her to expect, to buy his affection, and for him to respond to his buying of her affection, I think she really played herself, and I wish her mom could have told her better. To be honest,
that's the same thing with sincerity. Is kind of saying what you was saying on about Quaylen, just being in prison for what, 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
He was in prison for 12 years of his life. What's up, D Brook? How you doing, bro? But he was being in prison for 12 years of his life. So yeah, he's gonna come out. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought personally like he was ready, but then everybody was saying, no, I don't think he ready. I wasn't listening to that. I was just looking at what I was saying. But he surely played that very well. Like, I don't know who bought him them golds.
Mm-hmm.
The gold.
Yeah.
He probably got that in Houston, Texas, because they get them done, grills done out there all the time. So he has to get molded.
Who paid for it though? That's who I want to know. Who paid for it? That's the big question.
Maybe that'll come up next week.
It seemed like Shavel might have paid for it, and that's all he wanted out of that was just them teeth. That's when everything started coming out. Like he left his phone. Obviously, he didn't put a lock on his phone. He had his phone just freely open. So by him doing that, I don't think he necessarily cared about being caught. I don't think he cared anymore about being caught by Shavel. So when I seen it, I was like, man, that's messed up. Like, you're going to be with somebody, just be with that person. If you want to try to date people, just say it. Like, come on out and say it. Don't be messing around, beating around the bushes. In the end, you're going to hurt yourself and hurt the other person. Mm-hmm. But what do y'all think about Sean with this credit card? He ain't worried about his card. His credit card. He just, all the card, he worried about his $50,000.
I think he lets her keep the card so that he can keep focus and track where she's using that card so that he can know, okay, she's in this state. Okay, she's still nearby. I don't know. I think he's just deranged. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what he thinks. Honestly, he's just too much with her. And I get that's enough to make her do drugs, drive away and run away. And hell, even go to jail. Maybe that's better because it's the only time she has to herself, it seems like when he's going to work. So then when he comes home, he's like, Destiny, looking through the house. And it's like, you could tell she feels hovered. Like, why would you go all the way to another state and you're going to court and you have family or friends or loved ones and she didn't even want to be with him. It feels like a game on game. You know what I mean? But he's in lust more of.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think it's what his ex-wife said. I mean, his ex girlfriend said, the mother of his children, that he must be going through a midlife crisis. That must be it. Because she said she did say on I think it was on Sherelle's show that he's actually not an idiot. He comes across as one. And yeah, he seems like somebody that needs to be smacked across the head to like just come back to his senses. But he's clearly not an idiot, so he knows what he's doing. He's so in lust with this woman that he can't even think straight. Who gives their credit card out? And when your bank calls you and tells you that, you know, your card is being misused, and you're just like, well, okay. Who does that?
He does.
It's ridiculous. He does. Yeah, exactly.
Sound like somebody spoke it up. The triple S, super stupid Sean. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's very true. The things he do make him, he is a super stupid person. Like,
yeah,
I'm not finna give you. I'm not even finna let you go in it. I'm not finna give you my credit card number. Let it. And now, if I trust you, you see what I'm saying? If I trust you, and I know you got your own money, and I need to buy something for like school or something, you know, something important, paying the bills, and I'm not at home. I have my credit card. Of course, I'm gonna give you the number because I'm gonna trust that you're gonna do that. And once you gain that trust and you do what I tell you to do, I have no problem with giving you a credit card. You know what I'm saying? Because you already gained the trust. But if you already just getting drunk, like what Destiny was doing when he let's go to the casino. Give me some money. Give me some money. You know, like give me some money. I need buy another drink. Do you know how much drinks cost in the casino? Like, does anybody up here know how much? I know how much they cost. It's about
it's expensive.
$10, $12 and up. Some drinks be like $20. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you mix. And so when she was doing that, I just looked at her funny, like, yeah, she just using you, buddy, for all your money. That little ring that you did. Anybody gonna say yes to a proposal depending on how the ring look. You know what I'm saying? If the ring look good, yeah, for sure. But then in the back of her head, so go wrong, I'm gonna take this ring and go pawn it and get some money off of it. But what you think, D Brooklyn?
Well, I didn't want to talk about Sean because I said enough. I ain't got nothing else to say. Ain't a damn thing changed. Ain't a damn thing changed about Scott either. Michael, Sara, and Angela and Lamar. I'm just getting to know them. You know what I mean? I seen them from the previous. Well, Andrea and Lamar, I knew nothing about until this season. Besides listening to y'all, but Michael, this whole relationship's a joke. You know, she came in the room, and first thing, oh, I thought you were here just for that thing to get poked. He said that was his exact words because you wanted some poking. I noticed a couple things on the show related to 90 Days. Colt and Jessica, or not Jessica, what's her name? The one that left him. You know what I mean? And then that girl and whatchamacallit met at the same bar, same scene. Haley and Michael. That was the same bar, same seat. Tell me I'm lying. Something's going on. It looked the same scene. Huh? It looked like the same exact scene. Same bar, same seat.
You said Michael was that?
Yeah. With Haley or whatever. That was the same exact scene.
But don't you think maybe that was the hotel that he's staying at? Because if you notice, that was the same one in last season. Sara almost got in a fight with Maria. Mm-hmm. It's the same hotel. So I wonder if that has to do with TLC paying for.
But it's not a TLC show.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I can't remember. WeTV Bravo.
Mm-hmm. I'm just noticing commonalities within the two shows, and it was like something I noticed. But something bothers me about Angela. Talking about with the Mormon retreat or whatever.
Yeah.
Andrea.
Yeah.
Tennison is already a man. She don't know it. She's talking about. See, when it comes to religion, and I'm not going to go too far into it, it's a personal choice.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's what works for you. Now, she's trying to force the issue on Mormon or whatever. She's forcing the issue, period. He said, I need space. Let the man have space. He's 18 years old. Let the man live. You know, if he wants to go, he'll go. Can't force him. That's just the way I feel about it.
True. Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. But go ahead.
Sorry, Gio. She seems to have some sort of identity crisis because she's so pegged on this whole Mormon thing, as if it makes her somebody in society. And then she also wants to talk about her kids are half Ghanaian. And then during the baptism or whatever it is, she had, the whole Kente thing. Like she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't want to live in LA or have any association with that part of her African Americanism, and she's all over the place. And at her age, with 3 children, I mean, really, she should have her wits about her. But she seems clearly to have an identity crisis. I don't know, and I don't know how she thinks that she can control an 18-year-old man, because after 18, at least in my country, you're an adult. And so I don't know how she thinks she can control an 18-year-old to make them do what she wants them to do. And what is it that she expects from him after that? Just to be respected within her little community? And what?
That's what
it was really disturbing. Poor child. And I think he's very rebellious.
I agree. That bothered me a lot. To see the young man get up, I felt like that was very real, that scene. I mean, think about when we were 18, 17, and you think about somebody pressuring you to do something. That's like saying go in the army or go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, you got to sign yourself up for 2 years to a whole nother country or another state. You've never been away from your mother. I think that's a lot, especially to push a culture on someone. I think that's not easy. And they go out there and they give out rice and water, and they literally stay under shelters and stuff like that. That's stuff that they really go through. That is a lot to go through, from housing to something like that. That's a major, major decision that should not be pushed or forced. That's it.
It's very true. Miss Nabia, what's up with you? I'm live with it. I'm live.
Yeah, we have to go. Hello, Mama, Brooklyn.
Hiya.
The worst person on this episode for me was Lyndsey. Lyndsey was getting on my nerves because I thought there was something wrong with my TV, the way she kept shaking to the left, to the right. She was like shaking in the confessionals. I'm going, what is going on with her? And then she was like, he's acting like I'm a gold digger. I deserve somebody who's going to build a house with me. And I'm like, Lyndsey, what do you mean build like Lyndsey? What do you think this is? Yeah, free for all, innit? She was ridiculous. Yeah. Then we have to go to For the Streets, Andrea. Warning, I'm going to say some things that people are not going to like. Tennison needs to get a comb. Like, I am tired of seeing his hair not combed on television. You know what? Oh, God. Yes, yeah. There are too many barbers in LA. In fact, I was like, damn, I shouldn't leave something for Perry to let me know where he could get his hair done in LA. I will cash out him and pay for it. It is time for the haircut. It is time. And then Andrea, did you see she has a bald spot? Because she put on the black hair, the hairspray thing. When you look at her part, I'm like, Andrea, you got to move your part. No, I'm serious though. She has to move her part. You can't keep having that one part. You can't. Yeah, you do tend to lose the hair on one side if you keep doing it there. Yeah. And then we have to go on Destiny. Destiny was really acting a fool. What do you mean he doesn't need to know where you are? He is a 50. He's crazy. I would have cut that credit card off. I would have called her parole person and I would have gotten in the jail. So I could get more money.
Well, I couldn't believe when she walked out of the hospital how she just beeped herself into the car again. I was like, that car would have been towed by now while you're in bloody hospital, coming out, and she's just beep beep and off she goes again.
Exactly.
It's just ridiculous. It's
I
ridiculous.
think in my mind that the hospital was like the last stop. I don't know if that was like proof so that you get a discharge paper like, hey, I was in this state, and you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there was some motive with that, or for her to say,
And you know, she really
credit
tried.
card to get gas. Huh?
She acting like she don't know how it feels to be pregnant. If I got pregnant, I should be like that. But sis, you got 5 kids.
5
You
kids.
wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Listen, can I say something?
Allegedly.
She wasn't pregnant.
Allegedly, yeah.
She was doing some dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. To my hut, her intestines get inflamed. Inflamed intestines. You have to. That must be some
Well, that
allegedly.
means you're probably feeding your body more other stuff than you are food. So obviously it's disintegrating, doesn't it? Yeah.
Long night of drinking, lots of shots, and figured the next day, let me go there, get some IV, dehydrated. You know, the intestines a little inflamed because you're probably
And
drinking.
then Michael and Sara and the
I was just about to say something. You read my mind.
Oh my God. So first she was banging on the door like a Jehovah Witness.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that hit my nerve. That's the only person I know that bang on the door like that. Then she goes to the then okay, this is gonna connect to Destiny too. Then she got in, we need to talk about for the kids, the custody agreement. And I'm like, Sara, what is there to talk about? You go for full custody and that's it. Children are a trip at the zoo. He sees them every 6 months and call it a day. What do you mean you need to talk to him? You should have just said you wanted to hop on it and do a full split.
Exactly.
And then that
description
of Lavi, honestly, sleep with him was almost as disgusting as Destiny and her thing with fat men. That was
the fat belly thing. The fat belly, that was disgusting. He's so proud of the fact that he's so dirty. Like, I don't understand. How are you so proud that you're just loose out here? It doesn't just go for women, you know. You look nasty. You know what I mean? You look nasty out here, Michael, talking about these girls looking for the devil deed. Devil deed what?
And then and then they sprayed me with holy. I was like,
ew! It was disgusting. It was disgusting. And that's the man she's waiting for to go and have a chat with about court. She should just go there, whether he turns up or not.
Perry, I need some Barbara's numbers in LA for Tennison.
Oh God.
Thank you, my brother, for the super chat. I appreciate you a lot. I'm gonna drop the link. You can call up if you want to. That's my brother right there.
What about Sean? Do you think, not Sean, Scott, do you think he really reached out to her, Lyndsey's ex, or that you think was like a insert?
No, I think he reached out, and I think he listen, you can tell that Lyndsey is too smart for Scott, because Lyndsey has been wrapping men around her finger for forever. You can tell how she knows how to play these men, but obviously, is it Scott? Scott is now more aware of the fact that it was quite sad the way he said, you don't actually spend time with me. Like, she just, obviously from what we can see, she don't spend time with him. But in
remember, that girl's been in prison a long time, and everything that she wrote out on that paper is everything she had mapped out for him. She did her research in prison on him when she went to the library.
Whatever he said, when he said, I think you've got motives for being with me to provide a life for your daughter, I was like, tick, you're damn right. And then she's whipping for what she can get out of him. Tick again, you're damn right. Like, he was on the ball. He knows she's not with him for the right reasons. But I think because he obviously lost his own son and he has his own little issues, he has some sort of attachment with her and that child. That's what I think. And I think he doesn't just want to kick her out on the road. But I think he should, really, because she's dangerous, the way she's planning and playing him. I don't think that would be good for him. Lyndsey seems to be different to Destiny. At least with Destiny, you know what you're dealing with. She's just out front with it. But with
You never
Lyndsey,
know
I
what
think,
roll up you're gonna roll out with Destiny. A swing,
yeah,
a
yeah.
first
I mean,
out, or a punch. I
I
give her
was
that.
watching somebody last week who said Destiny. Can we call her Destiny from now on? Because I thought that was brilliant.
Uncle
That was
Perry's in
great.
the building.
Hey,
Hi,
what's happening?
Perry.
Hey, what's happening with you ladies?
You all
What up,
right?
Gio?
Hey, Uncle
What up, my
Perry.
brother?
Shit, I ain't making no noise, brother. Making it do what it do. Getting ready for the night, I think.
Oh yeah, we getting ready for that fight.
Yeah,
Y'all
I get to
tonight,
make sure.
Will Jones and Mike Tyson fight.
No, I know. That's why I told the wife we get to push that other stuff up. Boy, I got to catch the fight tonight.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If
But
I don't
what-
catch the fight, me and Ablavi are gonna be fighting. I'm fighting somebody.
What you think about Sean letting Destiny hold that credit card?
So what now?
Sean let Destiny go with the credit card in the car, and
I
she
know,
on
you
a
know,
break.
I mean, that's what she do. I mean, she told him up front though. I mean, because I agree. I mean, that's what. I mean, Destiny is more upfront than Lyndsey, so I agree with that. Lyndsey got all these thoughts and everything, but it's secretly. I mean, she don't come out and just tell Scott. Destiny told Scott. I mean, not Scott, but Scott. But Destiny tells Sean all the time, "This is what I'm gonna do to you," and that's what she's doing. I don't feel sorry for him.
No, me neither. At this point, it's beyond stupid, isn't it? He's there talking to the sister about, can I come and hang around with you so we can look for her while the sister is behind her? It was ridiculous. And then she's like, well, I haven't seen her, but I think even her family kind of enables her, because if that was my sister, I'd be telling her, give this man his things back and call it a day. What are you playing at? Really? Yeah. Because when it comes down to it, it's not right what she's doing. You know what I mean? So I think the family, the sister and the mom are mad as it is, because nobody seems to be telling her about herself. They're just following her around, taking her to court like it's just going to the shop. So I think that's wrong in itself, isn't it?
That's where you can tell.
But they've probably been through so much crap with her before, and they're probably also contributing to her 10 or 20 children, and have been bailing her out her whole life. And so they're like, whoa, okay, actually, there's somebody over here to help us out. So let's make this a communal effort type of thing. So they're probably happy for the help. You know,
I actually miss John and his native self this week. We could have done
John and the village people.
John.
You know what? The reason why they didn't show John right now, John probably getting with that sister right now. Motel 6.
That sister was like, if she does not report herself today, I'm calling the sheriff tomorrow morning. She couldn't even wait.
I like John's girlfriend, Christiana. I like her, Bonnie. I don't know. I call him Bonnie and Clyde. I can't keep up with his name.
Yeah.
But I like her. She seems very honest, very blunt, coming forward. I mean, at least she's like, hey, listen, I went and got high and I messed up. She owns it. She's honest about it. And it could help some other people that are in her situation or somewhat similar, which is half of the other cast. But I'm just saying, I like her. She's honest. And it seems like it's not so much of her using John, you know, like she really wasn't planning to get married and engaged and just do this all in that moment. But she doesn't seem like so much of motive. She didn't care about how the house looked. You didn't hear her say that. She didn't care about the car or how this looked or to get me phone or did you get me this. She was probably the only one I noticed on there that did not ask about, oh, did you get me any clothes? Fit? And he was just, the only thing I don't like about with John, he said he was an ex-convict. Now, if he's been to prison, you're an ex-convict, you know how all the systems work. Why would you go and say, oh, yeah, well, I hid $20 here or there, hoping that she'll find it? Well, usually she's on a 90-day lockdown, so she shouldn't find it. So I don't know if that was fake. But when his friend was trying to tell him, listen, that's bad. That could trigger her. She might wind up getting high. You know, she could be getting high inside there, which is true. That could happen. I just feel like even when she messed up and things went wrong, it was like as if he didn't want her to go or bring her back. It's like he really did, but he didn't. He just wasn't a great of support system as she needed. She needed someone a little more to be like, all right, we'll stay overnight. You can see your mother and stuff. And then I got to take you in the morning because I was a convict. I can't even be around you. You're going to get everybody in. Instead of the mother on oxygen, God bless her, she's going to be in jail as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes I don't know with John.
I think
so
her situation was more genuinely she was taken in by the drugs, like just the devil was running her. You can tell she was struggling, but she really wanted to be off it. So yeah, I agree that she was the most genuine one. All the others are just using and trying to see what they can get. I mean, Lyndsey was just pissing me off tonight. Lyndsey is, I think, the most manipulative one we've seen so far.
do you see when she's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to pull up what I can get on Scott now. I think it's because the daughter left. And now it's them two. You heard he said, oh, hopefully we can get a little close with each other. He's been on the couch. She only screwed him once, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I mean, Scott full of shit, too.
Yeah, I think something's like they just don't seem authentic. It seems so fake on both sides with both of them. It just doesn't seem so real because she brings up something next week and she's like, well, what about prostitutes? Have you ever been with that? And the way he's smiling, like, he's like, you're out of your mind or something. It's like a nervous smile.
And you know what it is? They should have just been honest with each other. He wants sex from her. She wants money, period. Yeah. It's prostitution, yes, but in a different name. Like it's more, and they could have packaged it in a better way. But just be honest. Like, why are we going round in circles trying to justify what it is and what it's not? It is what it is.
Right.
It's a transactional relationship. It's transactional purely.
No, what you basically saying is that she was getting what she was looking for. He was getting what he was wanting. They should have just came out in the open and said it. He was looking for a live-in prostitute.
Yeah.
That the prices didn't go up. I mean, he wanted to make sure the prices didn't go up.
That they stayed, that he contained the prices, so that she's not on the street, because on the street I assume that the prices fluctuate. I've never had the the privilege of having a conversation with a prostitute, but I assume that on the street the prices fluctuate. And so if you keep her at home, then you can make sure you say, okay, your cost for this year is this. Then we can appraise next year depending on how you perform. And then she can also say if she wants a raise or not, or if she wants to. I don't know if they have the option of retiring.
He could just give somebody $50, not too ugly, not too pretty, and do that 3 times a day, $150. He got a lot of kids, 4 times a week, $600 a week. That would have been cheaper.
Not really, right? Say $50 a day. That's $350 a week, $700.
No, $50 an hour.
Okay, wait, no. But I'm saying it's cheaper to bring in the in-house prostitute, okay? She's in your house. You can take her to the clinic and get her checked out and make sure she's good. And then what you do, pay the $1,400 a month. That's $50 a day. And now he's getting a better service because now he can go past the hour limit. And she's available 7 days.
Put that in the contract. Put it in the contract.
You seem to always have so much money.
TORs, everything.
But what we have to talk about is Shavel. That scene was so fake.
Oh my God! Yeah, thank you.
They were like, delete his number.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
I couldn't even finish it. Shavel looks really stupid. Out of all of them, she looks so stupid. I just want to know, did she get her car back?
Listen, at this point, he should keep it. At this point, she deserves it. He should bloody keep that car and take everything else that she gave.
She didn't give him that car. That truck. She didn't give him that truck. She took that truck back. Because he can't drive without no license. He don't have money. He get pulled over. He going back to prison. Just for
Listen,
that.
Shavel, whether she's with him now or not, she looks crazy. This, what we're watching now, it looks ridiculous. Even her mom, the way she sounds like as if the mom's been giving her the good advice from the beginning till now. Yeah, you should leave him now. It's a done deal. Like, shut up! You didn't
No,
even
she
tell
shaded
this
her
girl.
mother. She shaded her mother. She was
Yeah,
like, my mother's been married 3 times and divorced 3 times.
Yes, it's like, come on. It's not like your mom had any common sense when it comes to men anyway, to start with. And then you've got the daughter who's just, I mean, the cousin is the best one. I don't know why they don't bring him on every scene, because he like talks the truth, doesn't he? The cousin. The way he tells her how it is, like, it's really, this man don't really want to be with you. It's her.
She won't listen though.
Insecure. You know, she's so insecure. You can tell that she's insecure because if she wasn't, I think she would have had no problem finding a man in the first place. But then you go for a guy that looks like Quaylen. I mean, she would have been better off going for somebody who looked maybe more like the blue suit guy. Maybe it would have worked out better. You know what I mean? Because I feel like she hasn't got the security to be with a man like Quaylen, because Quaylen's gonna get attention from women. You're gonna have that along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna come with it. But I think for Shavel, she just wanted a man that's, you know, content in her little bubble. She can keep him in the house, buy him the two things that he needs, so that she kind of stays in control. But it didn't go like that. I mean, you can see the next scene where Quaylen's friends and that are telling him that she bought his heart. They feel like she bought him with the money. I kind of think it's true, because that's the only reason he stuck with her from the beginning. I mean, like the cousin said, she gave him a starter pack out of jail, didn't she?
Yeah.
Come on, a car, clothes, shoes. It was all there.
Yeah, no, she's looking real desperate right now. And first of all, you can't buy a man's affection. You can't. That's just a given under any circumstances, not least under the circumstances that she's what really irritated me the last episode is when she said, "Oh, my baby," she calls him daddy, and I never told her to call him daddy. What the F are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's
The ladies on the wall today.
I said F. There's a small child is going to call another man daddy unless you tell them this is daddy.
Yes.
Took the child to the prison to see him. So,
she's using her child to get his affection.
Yeah, I remember. He sent her a birthday card. That's why he thought he was so brilliant. Can we just emphasize on that? The man sent her daughter one birthday card, and she was taking a... Hey?
Yeah, that's true. He sent her a birthday card, and he was... Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm going to drop you sincerity. I got LeBron in the background. He's trying to come up. That's cool?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, she literally said he bought her one birthday card and he loved my daughter. Like, shut up! What do you mean one birthday card?
Yeah.
One birthday card, then he wrote on it with a crayon.
Yeah.
Happy birthday with a smiley emoji.
Yes.
That won her heart.
I was like,
what the thing
I questioned when he wrote that card. Was it in like 1988 when he was in kindergarten? Like, when did that happen?
What I want to know about Andrea is how come she wasn't meeting some man in that Mormon church? Since she's always there, I thought that's where they meet men.
Listen, you need to. I don't know what she was doing there.
Because she likes the kind of man that you wouldn't meet in a Mormon church.
Exactly.
That's why she went to the county prison.
You know, I think that's something
Something
that we keep overlooking is that, you know, we look at the people who come out of prison and say, oh my gosh, they're so crazy, they're so crazy. But we also have to remember to look at the people who found these people in prison.
Oh,
and
yeah,
think about their technology. You know, a lot of it seems like a very much of a control thing. We look at Shavel and the way she's trying to control Quaylen outside of prison. We look at Lyndsey and her man, the way he's trying to control her. It kind of seems like people are trying to, you know, find somebody in maybe a position where they need help and then use that position to their advantage. Like you said, a living prostitute. What else is she going to do? You know, not many people can just come out and say, here's a house for me and my kid, and, you know, you just do nothing. So he's definitely using that to his advantage. And I feel like everyone there is using it to their advantage at some point.
No, I agree with you. It's that way when people find, I mean, whether it's a guy or girl, when they find somebody in prison, that's why they're doing it. when somebody go overseas and use that green card advantage, that's why they're doing it. Basically, they trying to get the guarantee. Yeah, in any relationship, anything can go bad, but they try to find the guarantee. If I get the girl with no green card, she get to at least stay 3 to 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
She go back or in prison. They can't get a job, so they gonna have to count on me, and have a place to stay, so they get to follow my rules. That's why they do it. You're right, Levon.
Shavel worked very hard to lock down Quaylen. She said, "My baby calls you daddy. Here's a car. Here's this. Here's that. You ain't going nowhere, right? You can't go visit your family. How you trying to leave?" Like she made a whole big deal about everything. It's all about control. You know what I mean? Like she wanted him in that house and not to go anywhere. She was afraid for him to even go away for a week.
Yeah,
go home for a week. She was like freaking out. You know what I mean? Like that's a problem with her. She can't.
She didn't even give him a chance to chase her. You can't be in a relationship. I mean, you can't treat a man like he's your woman and then expect him to be the man in your house. No, it doesn't work like that.
You leaving? I'm coming too. I want to meet the family.
Yeah, exactly. Why did you not say you're coming? You're right. She never suggested to say that, oh, I'll come with my daughter and we can go all be together then, if that's the case. But even if she said, let me come with you, I think that would have been too suffocating. Anyway, he wanted to get away from her, didn't he really? So taking the daughter or not wouldn't have mattered. But it just come to mind, actually, that you said the fact that she tried to kind of like keep in with her. I know she's got a daughter, but how quick did she allow this man to move in with her? Can we just think about that? Because I would never allow a man to just move in with my child in the house. Sorry. Yeah. So even that in itself is full judgment as a mom. You know what I mean? Let alone.
Because look at Lyndsey and how she was in jail, and she more worried about Scott doing for her daughter and mother than
Yes,
that was
it's
crazy.
The same thing. Why is Scott around your daughter? The man don't even know your child, and you've got him spending time with her while you're in jail. Remember, he used to buy her school clothes and all sorts of stuff when she was in jail.
And what is all this talk about? I spent 2 years in a relationship, and I had other suitors, and I stopped them for you. It's like, sis, if you that much of a commodity, go out there and get your money and get that house you want.
I was thinking the same thing when she said that. I was like, okay, well, where they at?
Exactly.
You're right. She said, I mean, she talked about the 2 years, but then she never mentioned Terabelle.
No, she didn't. That's what I was gonna say. All she's got left is this girl and her dry-ass caravan that she wants to park outside.
Okay.
It's not like she's got a lot going on. And the way I think Scott, boosts her. He boosts her ego the way he said, you're incredibly beautiful. She's not that pretty. What do you mean? She's incredibly beautiful, Scott.
Yeah, I was gonna say
this is probably the best he can do. Yeah. Yeah.
Lavon said she's a model.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My favorite person is Lacey, so I cannot wait for Lacey to come back because her and her triangle is one of the best things ever. Lacey.
Did you see the scene? Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Did you see the scene in the garden where he's supposed to be popping up next time? I can't wait for that. Because he's there with his friend, and the friend's like, I'll show him, whatever. So they're ready to get physical.
Lacey's OnlyFans, that's wild. What she be doing online?
No.
Hold up. What?
So hold on. Are you subscribed then? Are you subscribed to her OnlyFans?
What's she be doing? What she be doing?
Wait, really?
She is wild. Her and Shane, they be like full on port. They be wild on that OnlyFans.
Really?
Yes.
Can you give us some specifics?
Yeah.
Like playing with yourself, busting it open. Yeah.
Whoa.
Ew.
My God.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't watch anything like that.
But she's a cam girl. So like, if you go online, you can find the old cam photos of her.
I know she was a cam girl before, but I mean, how far can you get being pregnant?
Listen, a lot of people like that nasty. I had to stop it, but she's still doing it.
Ew. She must be desperate for the money. I mean, she needs the money to raise all the children, I suppose.
Nabia, what else could she do?
I know. Look at her.
She could sell black tummy tea.
When she talks
waist
her intellectual capacity, like she can't.
I know.
She can sell a pamphlet of how to have a baby. There's a lot she can
know
do.
how. She wouldn't know how.
I said a pamphlet.
Bobby.
She would need somebody to do it on her behalf. I'm surprised she can even bust it open. Like that chick is so dumb, it's unbelievable.
I know.
Blobby, she got a couple of kids, and we rarely see them. So how can she tell you how to parent?
Exactly. Thank you, because it's her dad that's raising the child.
She can tell you how to get naked, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can show you.
If you ever do an OnlyFans that's wild, Lyndsey's is wild. I mean, not Lyndsey. Lacey's is wild.
But I actually like them. I actually like them better this year, though. Like, I mean, I used to couldn't stand her, but at least she was Shane and stuff. I sort of started to like her more. But if the John come back, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, John
He's coming back,
allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Thank you,
Oh yeah,
Randy is coming back.
We can see him in the scene because I think he's out of jail again.
Yeah.
For some reason, you know, it's like she's put voodoo on John every single time. It's what the sister said in the beginning. No, seriously, do you remember what the sister?
No,
John
she put that whack on him.
Listen,
go away.
The sister said in the beginning she will never let go of John. That he will never let go of Lacey. She's always been his downfall. Every time he comes out of jail, he's back at her front door. It's just what I don't understand. And I think he knows that she'll leave him, whoever she's with. Like she'll leave whoever she's with for him, I think.
Yeah, she's the Jenny of Love After Lockup. Yeah.
Yeah, this will be another part 2 where she leaves, goes and has a little one-night stand with John, and then it'll be back to square one again.
She could teach whack classes. She should say whack, how to keep them around.
And she even mixes up their names. Like during her interviews, she'll be like John, Sean, then she'll just like mix John and Sean together, you know?
Yeah.
She can't tell the difference.
I think it's the duck lips, you know, that get you confused.
Sean. Yeah.
We're on the last 9 minutes, y'all. Then the last words I would like to say. I got Deep Brooklyn and Serenity in the background too.
Okay, I'll go first. What I say is Love After Lockup is not disappointing. They coming on strong. You know, I was getting a little upset with them. It would be better for me if Maurice was on because him and Jessica are interesting online. That's all I would say. And that baby is real interesting too. I would have loved to see them this season. I can't wait.
You better not dare and say that baby looks white. Shut up, Ablavi. You better not.
We will show pictures next week and we'll just have a vote. We'll just show pictures.
Okay. Listen, the baby does look like the granddad, but let the baby a chance to develop and get a bit of color. You know what I mean?
It's 6 months, but anyways.
Sorry.
I'm loving Lacey, one of my favorites. For the street, Andrea. You know, you live in LA now. We got to do better, Mama. We got to do better. And I like the whole. Oh, speaking about Andrea, just a little side note. Do you think she has a problem with the other girl's mother because that woman is white? Because I feel like that's the issue. And they're not
whatever the issue is, she's insecure. Andrea needs to get a grip because it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Can you see, actually, just a quick one, how the daughter, who is now 27, is still crying because she can see that Priscilla is getting what she didn't get? Like, that's messed up, honestly. And then you've got Andrea being literally a what do you say, like a sitting duck in the middle of that relationship. It's unacceptable. Andrea needs to fix that.
I'll see y'all. Have a good one.
Might get something. Huh. I mean, if you want to watch the fight.
Andrea needs to fix that. That's wrong for the daughter to for the daughter to miss out on her dad like that.
I agree.
And for Shavel, delete the number, pick up that phone and throw it away. throw away the whole phone so you can get rid of Quaylen, because really you're not going to do it otherwise. Let's just be real. You probably still got him in your WhatsApp messages. You're probably deleting the contact, but still got him in your WhatsApp contacts. So you're not fooling us.
Well,
Yeah.
by now, I mean, she's been calling them, the last couple of months. She should know the number by heart.
Well,
So
thank you. I was
deleting
just
don't
about
mean a
to
damn
say.
thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't.
I think that on Shavel's side, like we see for like viewers that have never probably been involved or understand that, when you look at it and you see somebody come out, we see that all of them seem like they're controlling, right? But
yes,
certain couples just really don't seem authentic. It seems like either for the show, for money's sake, or whatever, or their motives. But to me, these two, actually, Lamar and his wife as well, they definitely seem authentic and real. But what we do notice in every single one of them, the people that do have motives, as far as like Sean, Scott, like they know that it's money, it's my way. You need me more than I need you. So it's kind of a controlling thing. But I think when we watch Shavel, it looks like it's controlling and she's too much hovering over him. But I think that's how they edit things and they make it more like that. But it's also, you're on the outside. She's never experienced what he went through for so many years. So what she's expecting for this man to come out to, she's expecting all the things that he agreed to. And you feel like it's kind of like a fairyland. And then all of a sudden it goes, as soon as something goes wrong or they feel like they need their space, it's kind of like, well, what did I do? And I think Shavel is the only one that has showed, even though to us she seemed controlling, to me, she showed that she gave him somewhat of his space, though. I think that she showed that she gave him somewhat of that, but then she's also on to him. I don't know. I just see them being able to combine, but it does look like it on our end. I just don't think I think it's something that they felt when this man comes out, we're going to be like a family. He's going to be home all the time. I think that's what they think that's going to happen, and especially being happy and in love. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of weeks, it gets to be where they feel confined. They need to get out. They need to do something. Every day matters. You're living day for day inside a facility. So now when you come out, it becomes like a warden in one facility, and you're doing everything that, I think it's, I don't know.
That's true.
That's my opinion. I think that it's not so much control. I think they magnify what it looks like for some of them. And I think that, they have to learn too. They don't understand the process that this person went through, nor does the person that was released, like Quaylen. He doesn't understand what Siobhan, you could tell in his facial expressions, like you could tell he feels bad or he really cares. It's a lot different than you see with a lot of the others.
I think he feels obligated more than anything, and that kind of gets blurred into. It seems like he wants to be there, but he feels guilty if he just throws her to the curb. Can you imagine if he just threw her to the curb the minute he got out? It would have looked a bit messed up, right? So I think he's trying to do the right thing, but then at the same time, you can only do the right thing as long as it feels right, right? So I think the more she pushes him, doing the right thing is going to quickly go out of the window, and he'll just do what's right for him, I think.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with the editing, because I feel like you can't edit what you don't give them. She bought this dude a whole car, which I don't think he really needed. And there's no amount of editing in the world where you can buy a guy a whole car where he doesn't even really need one. Why did he need a car for? He wasn't working. He wasn't really going anywhere. Why does he need a car? She bought him a car. And but that is, to me, there are certain things called conditional gifts. And that, to me, was a conditional gift. I will give you a car, but guess what? You better be home when I say you to be home at this time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you this car, but like, know that I'm paying the car now, and I can take it away from you at any moment. Like, come home late or you disrespect me, the car is gone. So I believe it was more of a power thing, her letting him know, like, listen, I can give you all this stuff, but I can also take it away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Everything was conditional. The relationship with her child was conditional because when she wasn't getting it along with him, she didn't let him talk to her child.
Oh yeah,
She wasn't she wasn't sleeping with him when she wasn't getting what she wanted, when she didn't get her engagement. She probably took the car away when she didn't get I don't know what. Everything was conditional. So she's really trying to control things. And for me, I mean, it's all well and good if you want to be an idiot like that, you know, by yourself, but to involve your child, for goodness sake, you know, to bring your child into this, it's just foolishness. Like, I can't stand it. She's so confused. She was even wearing her mother's shoes when she walked out of the door and threw them on the street. Those were not her shoes. Those shoes are from 1970. I've seen them in my mother's house. Okay.
That's your last words. I'm done, y'all.
I'll just say one thing so that you can get me out of the way. I think John should reach out to that girl's friend, Anna Belly, that creepy name from that movie. Annabelle, the one that's bringing her camper into the
Parabelle.
right on the back of his truck, on the Bonnie and Clyde truck, and wheel her right over to his house. And now he has the camper out front. He has his family in the house. And at least she'll have somewhere to go because she has her girlfriend over there, and they all can get tested like coronavirus. Good luck for them.
That's true.
And John will be happy.
The ain't no last words one of y'all like to say before I let y'all down. I'm gonna bring up Deep Brooklyn next.
Yeah, I'll get my last words. What I want to say is, you know, we talked a lot about Lyndsey and the stuff that she's doing, but I want to put some respect on her name. Lyndsey is a businesswoman. She wrote a business plan in jail, okay, and now she's seeing that business plan come to fruition. That is it's all working out for her. She got her whole girlfriend, her daughter got a room, she got a whole house, and she only had to have sex one time. So
yes, if you put it like that.
She's a businesswoman and she got going on. So
yeah,
that's what I gotta say about that.
That's true.
If you put it like that, that's true.
It's working out for her.
Professional embezzlement.
I don't know if she's a businesswoman or a politician with a manifesto, because she still hasn't gotten what she wants. But she's pitching. She's in campaign mode.
Well, they said she went to college. Didn't she go to college, and that's where she met the photographer, right? Sunday.
Yes.
I think that's when she was doing like naked pictures or porn pictures.
That's not the kind of college I went to or university, but you know.
Well, she had some training.
She went to Take It Off University.
All right,
Oh my God.
Ooh. What's up, Deep? What's your last words?
Oh, can I just say quickly, D Brooklyn? Sorry, last week we all went off, and then I heard you kind of say all the ladies, you couldn't get a word in. So I have to apologize on my behalf because we were all kind of going at it.
I ain't worried about it. I'm drinking. Yeah. That's all I know.
But come on, the floor is all yours. Yeah.
You wasn't even there. Get out of here. Come on with yourself.
I just figured it's the right thing to say.
I appreciate it.
I was waiting on Nana to apologize in sincerity.
No, I apologize. No.
I don't think they were on it, to be honest. But
for all womankind, no.
I'm gonna drop both of y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next, and y'all can stay backstage if y'all want to. I got somebody else that want to come up.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye,
y'all. Okay, let me bring up. How you doing?
Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing?
Does my sound good?
Yeah, it should sound good. This is your first time calling in, huh?
No, it's not. I actually called in on Shavel's show like ages ago. I did just want to say, Deep Brooklyn, I love that poor emoji cup.
Talking that.
Yeah.
That's my daughter's I stole like 6 years ago. That's my cup now.
I also love Miss Nibia's Brum accent. Oh my God. I could listen to her forever, as well as like Big Red. Big Red is my absolute fucking favorite. So,
Hold up, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, when you on the channel, you gotta sometimes watch the language. Now you can say the F word and the D word and stuff like that, but the F word that was kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real careful.
My bad. Okay,
Oh,
I'll
no,
put sensors on.
good.
And also, like, I love Andrea. I absolutely love her. Like, I honestly wish I knew this woman. Like, she's so hypocritical, yet like so hilarious at the same time. Like, especially, I know it was a few episodes ago, but when she was honestly having this conversation with her daughter about the bloody birds and the bees in the shop at the same time, like, especially, I know it was a few episodes ago, but when she was honestly having this conversation
what
with
are
her
you doing?
daughter about the bloody birds and the
See, I knew it.
okay. And what else? Like, honestly, I didn't realize going to prison you'd have so many bloody tricks. Like, I mean, okay, maybe I should reconsider my career. I didn't realize you could have such an easy ride like Lyndsey and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, I think that girl is gay. And also, I wish Abulavi was on here because I think she would also cuss out my hair like she did with Andrea's son.
Like that thing for the super chat. But who
Tennison
you think
was right,
is gay? Who do you think that's gay?
I think Lyndsey's
Where's
just
Bobby?
a lesbian. I think she's a lesbian.
Okay, yeah, she is gay. But is there any last words you would like to say before I close out?
That I love this show, and I just came on just to say how great D Brooklyn's mug is, and also I love the Brooklyn accent. I really love it.
I'm actually from Jersey, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're.
I just lived in New York.
What is it,
for a little
Brooklyn?
No, that's my daughter's name.
Oh,
it's not D Brooklyn, but it's a play on my daughter's name.
Oh, well, I love the accent. I love a New York accent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry for swearing.
Well, I'm gonna drop all y'all. Y'all can stay in the background, and when I'm done, I'll bring y'all back up, and we can do more talking in the back. All right, peace, y'all.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, there y'all have it, man. We came through. We showed out. I appreciate everybody who sent in the super chat, all the people who in the comments chatting. I appreciate every caller who called up today. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got to go. I don't know where I'm going, but I got to get up out of here. Peace and love to y'all. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at go_said_it. And make sure y'all like and subscribe to the video. Share it with anybody you want to. Also, keep the comments going down in the video below once it's dropped. And y'all have a good day, man. Peace and love. God bless everybody. I'm gone.